Hello everyone and welcome to INFINOX Market Insights with me, Richard Perry, analysing markets for INFINOX on Wednesday the 7th of April. Well, in this video today we're going to learn that consolidation has taken over. We've got equity markets which are relatively flat, we've got forex markets which are not really moving a great deal, and commodities too, reasonably quiet. However, there are signs that I'm looking out for in the bond markets that are starting to impact through the dollar. Treasury yields are falling, and if that 10-year yield goes below 159, that could be a signal for a bit more of a correction on that dollar. So it's something that I'm looking out for in the days ahead. Now, in today's session, we've got the services PMI data, which could have an impact through the Eurozone and also UK data, and also watch out for the Fed minutes for the March meeting later on this afternoon. At the end of this video, don't forget to watch for the INFINOX support and resistance table, which gives you an idea of support and resistance levels for your trading. Okay, with regards to the charts that we're looking out for today, I'm looking at cable, which has fallen back again. The failure at 139.20 again is now drifting back into support levels. I'm looking at the technicals on that. I'm also looking at the Brent Crude Oil price, which again has faltered at resistance. So some interesting technical moves that we could be seeing out on that chart. And finally, looking at the DAX, which has burst into all-time highs, but is it now starting to run out of steam? Could be a correction on the way. So let's have a look at these charts. And onto the INFINOX MT5 charts now, and we can see that starting off with cable, it had a negative session yesterday, a downside candle which has left resistance at 139.20. Now this is a bit of a disappointment for me because the rally that started to take off after moving through that resistance of 138.50 area at end of last week has started to fall over, and it's a little bit disappointing for me because we've seen that resistance has come as the RSI, the relative strength index, has fallen over in the mid 50s. So it looks like this could be turning into a little bit of a range play near term as the market drifts back in towards this support band 36.50 area to 37.50 area. That could now be the case. Let's look on the 4-hour chart and we can see the falling over, a slight head and shoulders top pattern on that 4-hour chart. You could do a downside projection of that below 38.10 measured from 39.20, which implies a move back into the big belly of this support band as well. So it looks like on a near-term basis this has turned corrective, but the question is how far does it go? I still think that this is a key support band on cable here. And onto the oil price. Well, just zooming in really, let's have a look at the fact that each session of the past 2 to 2.5 weeks has failed in this resistance band of which starts around the 64.30 area. So, and it's fallen over again yesterday. And another candlestick which is a little bit disappointing actually, and you can see the consolidation we've seen actually in this time. Very small and tight moves on that RSI, and it's sort of in the at the crossroads stage really. It could be the fact that it is building a bigger top pattern, but also equally this resistance band is key as well, and the fact that the resistance is coming underneath the falling 21-day moving average now is a concern for me, considering the momentum is struggling to get above 50 on RSI. So there is a slight negative bias towards the support that comes in around 61 area, 61.30. But at the moment, it's sort of in a crossroads territory. And finally, onto the DAX. This run higher on the DAX really accelerated higher in the past week or so. But yesterday's candle was a close at all-time highs and also a new push to the upside. However, a bear candle, which is a slightly negative, well, close below the open, coming with the RSI in the 80s is a really stretched moment for the DAX. Now, if looking on the 4-hour chart, if we zoom out slightly here, you can see that there is this gap element here, and if the market starts to move underneath and close consistently underneath 15,200 area, we could see that this is starting to fall over again. In the last few hours, it started to pick up again, but the question mark is there whether the move is now finding a little bit of an exhaustion moment. Onto the hourly chart, you can see this 21-hour moving average had been a good basis of support. It's turned over, momentum is less positive. So I think if the market starts to fail again in this little run higher, I could think we could be testing that support at 1575, and then if that is broken, we could turn corrective for a move back towards at least 15,000, but this big support band here between 14.8 and 14.4. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting and informative for your trading. Join me again on Friday for some more INFINOX market insights. With that, I will leave you with the INFINOX support and resistance table, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you very much.